I'm Adam Zuckerman, and I'm the founder of DentiPay. If you're watching this, odds are you already know who I am. Or you've been circling around the DentiPay orbit, wondering where you might fit as a third-party provider, a strategic partner, joint venture, investment group, provider. Let's skip the soft intro. If this message rubs you the wrong way, good. That means there's something here. If it hits deep, better. Let's talk alignment. Let me say this up front. I don't care what you've sold that got you into the dental sector, wherever you came from mortgage, knives, solar, SEO, social media ads, debt relief, AI, whatever it is that triggered you to enter this sector, whatever widget you've been slinging to get a provider's attention, it doesn't matter. Because without DentiPay, you effectively don't have anything. And don't get upset about that, because I'm going to clarify it a little bit more. Dentists aren't listening to your pitch anymore. They've heard it all from every angle, 20 years plus. They're jaded, they're drowning in noise, and the new wave of millennial dentists, well, they better catch the AI shift and modern workflows fast, or they'll be out of business before Gen Z even can afford hygiene in school. What you're looking at out there isn't a field of practices. It's a minefield or a field of graveyards. 200,000 offices, $478 billion industry, and most of them ghost stories, or ghost stores, ghost ships, however you want to phrase it. Dead brands pretending to be premium, if they were ever brands at all, which they weren't. Think about the concept of dentistry as a sale. Drilling screws into someone's mouth for the price of a mid-range Mercedes. That's not exactly sexy to the modern buyer. That's not a marketing program that's really easy to sell in the marketplace. Whether there's pain or not, people aren't educated to understand what it means, and it's scary. So let's be real. Dentistry providers, they are not recognized brands. They're not Nordstrom, they're not Porsche, they're not Apple, they're not Prada, they're not Gucci, not Costco. They're sandwiches, effectively. And same fillings, same signage, different zip code. Now, here's the part nobody wants to say. It doesn't matter how good your funnel is if the patient cannot pay for the treatment. Train every doctor on conversion, operations, chairside chatter, entrepreneurialism, confidence. It's important. Masters in business dentistry, they should all have it after their DDS, whether they adapt to it or not. But charisma doesn't scale. Funnel fluff doesn't scale. You can't walk into JP Morgan with a coaching business and say, here's my 20x exit. Give me $1 billion. So let me ask you, with regard to what you're selling, where's your recurring revenue? Where's your IP? Where's your patented processes? Where's your AI stack? Where are you actually selling, and what are you actually selling when it's time for the patient to walk? Hype dies, sales scripts fade, and the margin on motivation is zero. Now, DentiPay. We're not a pitch. We're the infrastructure. We fund treatment in full, faster, bigger, smarter. We're the only ones moving capital before the lead turns cold. And it doesn't matter whether or not your prospect is interested, regardless of whether they're afraid, you have to be able to pay for that treatment. You want urgency. Dentistry is the only urgent care vertical that's elective, emotional, aesthetic, and completely invisible to insurance reimbursement. Try getting your zirconia arch covered. Try getting a sinus lift approved. Try getting Delta Dental or DentiCal to do anything but delay, deny, and downcode. They'll hand you dentures and tell you to pray. They're not going to give you brand new veneers or a full arch or a zirconia bridge. So I don't care if you've got 100 Porsche 911 Turbo S's on your lot. If the patient can't finance them, they're gone. It's as simple as that. And providers are dealing with that every single day. You don't know whether the patient came in first or came in last, and you don't have the sales. So where do we come in? Where does DentiPay come in? We're not here to compete with your training. We're not poaching your docs. We're not tagging along into your seminars. We're integrating, frictionless. We're the rails. We're the glue. No payment, no capital, no patient, no case, no deal. It's as simple as that. And it doesn't matter what other infrastructure or overstructure that you provide to dentists or the providers. It doesn't matter what you teach them. If the capital and banking infrastructure isn't there to pay for the treatment, it doesn't matter. We're putting as DentiPay $20 plus million out there to consolidate the space. We're venture backed, we're building a brand, while the rest of the people out there are selling a vapor. You have 200,000 dentists out there, and who knows what handful of them are utilizing their capital for marketing. And if they are, how effective is it? And what are they spending really? They rely upon walk-ins and referrals, and nothing has changed in the last 40 years. Dentists are clinicians, they're not business people. They don't understand the concept, as we discussed before. So even if they do market, let's say $100 million is spent over the entire sector. What does that matter? $100 million spent over widgets. If your brand is an Amazon and you're not the platform, it really doesn't matter, does it? And let me make it plain. Care credit is a joke. Giving cards to people that can't buy groceries and telling them to pay for a bone graft doesn't work. Care credit sells dog food, not just dentistry. So they're not really dental centric. Cherry, that's gambling. Alphalon Sunbit, forget about that. That's never happening. Declines through the roof. No transparency, no infrastructure. Banks, they can't touch us. We're the anti-bank. We don't care about their underwriting algorithms or the risk models. They do. No models, no speed, no scope. Scope, our sentient, capable output prediction engine. We have the ability to have precognitive intelligence and stop the train wreck of provider and patient walking through that dark cave and seeing a bear. We don't underwrite scores, we underwrite people. We see it before the wreck happens. We give patients a real shot, not just a shot, but the winning edge, along with the provider. Without DentiPay, without us, they walk, and they'll continue to walk. So to every group out there, whether you're business development, DEO, AACA, or the whole alphabet soup, hear this. We want to partner with you. We want to integrate with you. But you're not bringing us along as the caboose to your locomotive. And I'll be very clear about that. If that doesn't resonate now, it's going to resonate very soon. We're building the road you're driving on. if that hits home, then you need to explore DentiPay. You need to talk seriously with us. You need to partner with us. You need to understand why all the manufacturers, implant players, venture community, the banking organizations, the credit infrastructures, the intelligence networks, the AI, the social platforms, and all of these providers are coming our way hungry because they need patience. They want patience. That's what they need more than anything. They need patients that pay, not just patients that show up to their chair. Running people through a dental office, no matter how successful a marketing company may be, no matter how many leads you may provide, and no matter what you do to train this dentist to be the best entrepreneurial salesman there is in the dental sector, it won't matter if you can't finance it. If the finance company's not there, the capital's not there. Again, you walk into mortgage, you walk into auto, you're not walking out without a car or a home, because the infrastructure is designed to make sure that no matter what the circumstances are, the client, the patient, the buyer is going to get what they came for. And that's what DentiPay does for dentistry. And that's what we're giving to the community, to the marketplace, to the network. So get on board, get in touch, and become a part of the revolution. Thank you.